of our main projects is to develop Hispanic students. So I'm losing my voice. We have currently there's about a 50% attrition rate among high school students. What changes, if any, might you suggest or recommend to maybe the Board of Education?
You know, education is absolutely critical. It is critical to the future of the Hispanic community. You know, if you look at all of the social challenges and problems that we as a community face, if you look at poverty, if you look at healthcare issues, if you look at crime, education is antecedent to them. If our kids get a good education, then poverty, crime, and healthcare issues take care of themselves. And if our kids don't get a good education, then as sure as night follows day, we know that those other problems are going to come. And I think it is a tragic situation right now in the Hispanic community where a great many kids are being left behind by the system. I think we need a system that focuses on the kids and not the adults in the system, that focuses on ensuring that every child has hope and opportunity, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what this country's about, is the American dream.
That's right, and those are such excellent points. So would you, as a politician, would you recommend getting rid of the Department of Education or restructuring, or what thoughts do you have?
I think we need to abolish the U.S. Department of Education. And the reason is education is too important for it to be governed by unelected bureaucrats in Washington. You know, if you or I have a problem with the Department of Education, there's nothing we can do about it. I think education should be at the state level, or even better at the local level, where parents have direct input in the education of their kids. And right now we've got federal red tape, we've got strings attached that are strangling the flexibility of schools to meet the needs of kids. I think we need to get the feds out of education and bring it back to the local level and to the parents.
That's excellent. Well, one more question, really directed towards Hispanic voters. As you know, our values are conservative by nature.
That's exactly right.
But somehow the Democrats have seemed to convince us that we are democratic. And our whole premise is a hands up, not a hands down.
Right.
What message would you want to send out to our Hispanic voters to inspire them to remember that their roots are actually African?
Look, I think you're exactly right. As Hispanics, we are a profoundly conservative community. If you look at the values that resonate in our community, their faith, family, patriotism. You know, most people don't know the rate of military enlistment among Hispanics is higher than any demographic in this country. And I'll tell you a really profound point that a friend of mine who's an Hispanic entrepreneur in Austin made several years ago. We're having lunch. And he asked me a question. He said, when is the last time you saw an Hispanic panhandle? And it's a great question. I'll tell you, I have never in my life seen an Hispanic panhandler. And the reason is, in our community, it would be viewed as shameful to be out there on the street begging. Now, if you need work done, you will see men and women lining up to work their fingers to the bone to provide for their kids, to put food on the table, and those values, hard work, responsibility, faith, family, patriotism, those are conservative values. The challenge Republicans have had is not the values and policies we support, it's that a lot of Republican officials are lousy at communicating those values in a way that resonates in the Hispanic community. And I'll tell you, if you look at the two demographics that Barack Obama had the biggest increases in 2008, they were young people and Hispanics. And one of the most exciting things about our race for U.S. Senate is the two demographics we've got the most excitement in are young people and Hispanics. And I think it's because we need to be defending conservative values in a way that brings people together and in a way that gets people focused on preserving the hope and opportunity that is the foundation of the American dream we're all here for.